your room. I always call this practice called meandering. Just let yourself walking without any aim or any goals where to go. Just feeling the feet on the floor. Let yourself arriving. And just notice how's your walking today in the early morning. Let your feet taking you into the space. And at the same time, just let your senses meandering around. So you're gonna oscillate in and out. Sometimes you pay attention to the outside, your environment, and sometimes you're going in back to your body. Might notice your feet contact to the floor, the way how you walk, the way shifting, looking out, different colors and different forms, and the contact with your skin, smells. Just take a moment, finding yourself into this walking, simple movement. Then slowly just start to look around in your room again and to see where you would like to stop, to find the spot where you would like to stand. And then just take a moment finding that spot, finding your feet on the floor. First, just to notice, how am I standing right now? Where's my weight? Maybe a bit to the right or to the left. Maybe it's quite in the center. So just take a moment to notice that. And slowly, I would like to invite you to place one hand in the center of your belly and another hand in the center of your chest. Just turning into your breathing. Notice your breath. Then gently, just let your weight start to going down to meeting that gravity, to meeting that earth. So this exercise I would always call like letting go, but not completely collapsing. So just starting, first feeling your feet, bottom of the feet, start to melting down like butter on a hot plate, going down towards the floor, and your ankles, and your knees, and your pelvis, everything. Very heavy going down. Just letting go all that tension. And then you're gonna keep going up towards to the upper body, your belly, your chest. And your arms, your hands, your whole spine, the back side of the body, and your face and your head. Allowing everything just shaped by the gravity, letting that gravity to hold your body. And then just take a moment to notice here. Any changes, maybe the weight shifts has already changed. Maybe something changed inside. And just to check again if you can let it go more. But then we stop collapsing, because if we keep going down, it can be also like completely collapsing. We're not going to completely collapse. Just having that in the middle, that your ground is supporting you, but at the same time your body is resting on top. So finding that balance. Just to check if you anything you can let go more to make that gravity and that ground. Notice any changes in your breath. And let's go inside to see inside your body if there's any pull or any push, any tension there. Let's see if we can just let it go as well. Just take a quick moment to check. How is it right now? And then pay attention now. We're gonna use some sensory to help us to stand up without any voluntary muscle. So just take a moment, start to feeling and imagine that your feet standing on a warm sandy beach. And imagine that your feet start to sinking down into that warm sandy beach. Feeling going deeper and deeper, wider and wider. And then at the same time, just notice maybe on the top, around your head and your ears, there's some birds are singing. Or maybe something smells good from the tree or the flower that brings you up. So without any voluntary muscles, and gently keep going down with the warm sandy beach with your feet. And at the same time, that bird singing and the smells from the tree moves you up. Let yourself come back to this vertical. Upright position. And then just take a moment here. You can let go of your arms. And then let's take a walk. So taking that sensory in again, that your feet on that warm sandy beach going down deeper. And at the top you have this stirred like bird singing and it smells from the tree. Just take to notice that. What changes now? How am I walking? Maybe the breath and the weight shift different. The body, posture, alignment. And then slowly finding a spot again. And this time we'll just invite you just to check whether you want to sit down or lying down or standing. So first just notice your body, which level wants to be. So maybe today my body wants to stand, finding that vertical upright position. Or maybe I want to sit down, that gravity takes me down. Or maybe if I want to lie down more, really meeting that ground. You can also going through that all different positions, different dimensions, and to check where my body wants to be. And then once you arrive to that position, just take a moment to notice. So the beginning, we will do a lot of this noticing and sensory work, just to waking up. So first, again, finding that gravity, meeting the ground, allowing your whole body Don't be heavy, just resting if you're lying down, or if you're standing one more time, or you're sitting, finding that sit bones or your feet on the floor. And then from here, just to starting moving the way that you would like to. Maybe some stretch, maybe some jiggling, shaking, just to bring some movement in. Any movement. Maybe you want to expanding out into the space, open your arms, or your legs. Maybe some self-touch using your hand. Start to wake up. Some tapping, squeezing, sliding. Maybe some stretching here, just to see what you can do to make your body feel pleasure. It's like a gift that you're giving to your body. Just any movement here in your intuition. And at the same time, start to notice your breath, letting the breath to support you. So there's no right or wrong movement, just allowing the body to move into the space, opening, closing. Then slowly just finding your both hands to your belly, to the center. Just let your both hands touching there. Might want to doing some circle. Just get awareness and senses there. Then slowly take an inhalation. Gently start to expanding from your center all the way out. Open your arms and your legs into the 6 limbs, your both arms and legs, your head and your tail. Stretching out, widening. And now exhalation coming back in. Everything, bring your head and your tail in. Once more, breathing in, reaching out. Finding that opening. And now exhalation, come back in. Just a couple of times here, just to wake up this from your navel, from your belly button, your core area. Inhalation and exhale. Couple of times here. And you might want to also try different levels. Sometimes you like to sit. When you inhale, opening, and exhale, come back to the center. And if you are sitting, widening your arms and legs, and your head and tail, arms and legs, everything. If you are standing, just sensing inhalation, open. And exhale, come back in. Allowing all different expressions. Sensing into that whole body, moving. Inhalation from the center. And exhale, come back. And let's experiment now, just one side of your body. So just the right side of your body head. Condensing and extending. And the other side left. Condense and extend. So shortening and lengthening. Just a couple of times here, side bend. And at the same time, still connecting to that weight, that beginning, we have that gravity. So allowing all the voluntary muscles, sometimes to letting go, sometimes we need them, but sometimes we don't. And also to see how much effort I need for this movement. Can I use more weight to help me? So we are always in the relation. So now we are lying down on the floor, we're supporting by the floor, using the floor to help that. Just a couple of times here, side to side. And then from here, I will start inviting you to see that opening and closing, just taking that from your belly button, that opening whole body expression, start to coming into small sections. So maybe it's your fingers, having that opening and closing, and maybe it's your toes, your feet, open and close, your mouth, widening and close. Sometimes just one part of the body, sometimes different many parts of your body wants to open and close. Just finding that. And also to notice the back space. Sometimes you want to widening, open back. And closing. So just play with that. I'm gonna change the music. So opening and closing. Sometimes it's only from the navel. Sometimes it's here, your armpit, your eyes, open and close. All your senses, your ears. Widening into the space and narrowing in. So just play with that, different places. Open and close. Finding that polarity. Maybe it's a very tiny spot, just around your neck, for example. Widening and closing. Or maybe between your joints, open and close. At the same time to notice, where's my breathing? Sometimes a bigger movement, sometimes a small movement. Just to play around. And maybe you'd like to use some images, almost like a jellyfish. So they have this pulsation, that feeling. Maybe it's your own images. Something which is opening and closing, having that rhythm. Just make it your own dance. And then at the same time, start to notice that where you are standing or where's your support. Maybe it's your hands, maybe it's your feet, maybe it's your pelvis. Just standing into that. Maybe it's one position. So now I have my legs and pelvis and hands. So first, I'm sensing into that weight, support. And then now we're gonna add on some different elements into this dance. So we have this push, pushing away, and then go into the next position. And still keeping this opening and closing in your dance. And now I'm push, go in, down, and push away. Coming to the next position. Sometimes I'm using the room next to me, the walls and different, maybe your couch. So having that push. So first you're yielding. Go into with your weight, yielding into that. And now you're pushing away. And then after that push, you are going to the reach. So you have that push and reach. And push and reach. Push and reach. So first, meeting the gravity, the weight, push and reach. Push and reach. You could try first, maybe just with your feet. Push and reach. Push and reach with my arms. Push and reach. Side to side, maybe from the back. Push and reach back. Going down and push. And reach. And sometimes maybe going to different body parts. So pushing your butt and reach with your head. And pushing down with your head. Reaching with your legs. Just to play with that. Use your hands and reach up with my ears. Push my arms, reach up with the other arm. And allowing this push and reach bring you into the space. So first we can try also just the legs. Just using your feet to push and reaching into the space. Push and reach. Sometimes you're doing faster, sometimes slower. So really meeting that ground. Now push down and reach. Yeah, push and reach. Push and reach. And then slowly, let's just find our both feet. Place on the floor. Now we're gonna do some inchworm to articulate your feet. So like my hands here. So now you're gonna do with your toes and your one foot, like your hands, mirroring together and going far away. Until a certain point, far enough, you cannot go anymore. You're gonna go down and imagine use your hands to pick your legs up, coming to your toes, and lower down again. Pick it up and lower down. Couple of times here. So really articulate your foot. And then pick it up and let your arm drop. And now let your toes stay on the floor. You're gonna turn to one side. So just again, from the back, we push. Ripple through to your arm, ripple through to your head. Push down to the floor, going up to the head. And finding that whole energy traveling up through the spine towards the head. slowly bring yourself back to this front and let's go to the other side. So the same thing. Use your fingers and your toes each one, like a dolphin, going out. After a certain distance, you'll start to pick it up. Back to your supporting leg and lower. Circulate your toes. And last time, just drop your arms and now let your toes stay on the floor. Let's just push again. With the toes down. And now start to turn yourself to the other side. And one more time. Push and reach up to the head. And then letting this pushing, bring yourself coming to a swing. And just letting your arms and upper body letting go. Maybe it's just your arms. Maybe it's to the side. So from this push, reach, and going to a swing. Letting the arm swing, letting the leg swing. I'm gonna find in the last song to just let you to explore. So we're gonna finish with this song, with waltz. So you're gonna just let yourself swing in the room. So swinging, it's also a lot of going down with the weight and picking up. There's a suspend and letting go. Sometimes maybe just your arms swing. And maybe just your legs swing. Or maybe it's your upper body. Different directions, side to side, maybe to the back. And sometimes maybe on the floor, just your legs swing. And to see where this swing takes you. Become your own dance. And then slowly, slowly bringing that swing, coming to an end. Just stay where you are right now, either sitting, lying down, standing. Just to take a moment, once more meeting the ground again, finding your own center your body weight, finding that gravity, coming back to your breathing. And notice any change. And thank you very much for joining.